to you guys with a review on this hair that I have installed right now. So if you want more information on this hair, what kind of hair is it, you know, what was the vendor, where did I get it from, then definitely stay tuned. Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. This is CutiePie88. I'm coming to you guys with a review on this hair. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. I received this hair from Ali Pearl. They are an AliExpress vendor. Once again, Ali Pearl, and it's spelled A-L-I and then the word Pearl, Ali Pearl. So it's two separate words. This is an AliExpress vendor. Right now I have in 3 bundles of their deep wave hair as well as 1 closure. This is a closure, not a frontal. So yes, I have in 3 bundles. The lengths are 22, 24, and 26, and the closure length is a 20. So like I said, let's just jump right into it. Let me first start out with the cons. The hair I received is not the hair that I was expecting. The hair that I have in is a very deep wave. As you can see, it's a deep wave, almost curly texture. What I wanted was a very loose wave, and also I wanted a frontal. I was very sad when I opened my package and I received a closure instead of a frontal. So I was a little sad about that. So I don't know if they need to change their picture, or, you know, I'm not sure about that. Just make sure when you order from them, make sure, you know, you are letting them know, hey, you want this product, and make sure that product that you see in the picture is what you will get. I'm not sure if it was just some kind of mix up or something, you know, but it's cool, all good. It's fine. I'll go ahead and, you know, I went ahead and installed the hair anyway. And I was, like I said, I was a little disappointed that the curl was deeper than I wanted, because I did not want high maintenance hair. I wanted it to be a loose wave. You know, after a while, it's okay if the wave dropped. I just wanted a loose wave, something that was not high maintenance. But what I got was really curly, but it's okay. So let me start by saying this. The closure, this was, you can count this as a con as well. The closure, the hair on the closure was very deep, very more defined than the bundles. The bundles were very loose and the closure was more defined. But that's okay. And that's all really the negative things I can say. The cons, of course, there was some shedding, and I did show you the picture earlier. Of course, that is when I initially got the hair, you know, sprayed the hair down with water and conditioner, detangle it, you know, that's what I got. So it is a little significant. However, I did have to cut a few wefts, just for certain purposes. I normally don't. I usually use a fold over method, in which I did on most of my sew-in. This is a sew-in. But I did have to cut it a few times. But that may contribute to the shedding that you saw. But hands down, getting into the pros, this is some of the best deep wave hair I've ever had. I've had so many bad experiences with dry, crunchy, deep wave hair. You know, I would spray water on it and it just got matted up. If you go to my last video, that's what my rant was about. You know, paid all this money and the deep wave hair was just like trash. It was garbage after 2 weeks. And I was so upset about that, but that's why I was nervous about this hair. I'm like, gosh, it's so wavy. I didn't want it like this. But guys, hands down, I don't think I've ever reviewed deep wave hair like this with this quality. I mean, like, it's so soft. Of course, you know, you have to be careful not to run your fingers through it too much because you don't want to tangle it. But this hair, you can tell that it's not going to mat up and tangle. I mean, I haven't washed it yet. I just installed it. I didn't even wash it before I installed it. But after I did sew it in my hair, I sprayed it down, like I said, with water and conditioner. And just to tip you guys, I always like to use spring water, not tap water. You know, tap water has chemicals in it, and metals and all that stuff, so I don't think it's good for the hair. But I use spring water and some cheap pink lotion from Dollar General, $2, okay? Water in a spray bottle. Shake it up and spritz it down. and this is what I got. Of course, I detangled the hair before I sprayed it on, brushed it all out, made it all big, and then did sections of spraying it down with the conditioner mix and detangling it. I like to use this brush. I believe it's a Denman or a Denman brush. I think it's a Denman brush. But I like using this brush because it really helps define the curls. So definitely get this from any hair store. I think it's called a Denman brush. But that's all I use, and I also use a very wide tooth comb as well on the areas where it was a little bit more tangled in the back. I combed it through with this, starting at the bottom and working my way up. And then once the hair was wet, I used this. So like I said, these curls are amazing. The waves are amazing. Of course, the closure is a little bit curlier and more defined, as you can see here, versus the actual bundle hair. But the hair is very soft and has a nice sheen to it. And it's very long. Like I said, I got 22, 24, 26. I am 5'9", and the hair is like past my waist. It's really, really long. So I love it. I love it. I love it. This is the exact kind of look I was going for, you know, middle part, deep wavy. I didn't want it this wavy, this deep, but it's fine. One of the things I did to help stretch out the curls on the closure so it wouldn't be such a huge difference was use this heating brush that I got for Christmas. My husband bought me for Christmas. It heats up, you know, you plug it in, it heats up. And what I did was detangle the closure, brush through, you know, with the heated brush, stretched out the curls a little bit, and then sprayed my mixture on. So I mean, this hair has been wonderful. I've only had it in for like 3 days now, though. But it's been awesome. So I did want to show you guys this. This is the hair before anything was done to it. This was brushed out. Sorry, guys. I had to change the angle. Sorry about that. But yeah, so this is the hair brushed out. This is before anything was done to it. This is like the wave. It does look kind of dry right now. But to be honest, this hair is very soft. I mean, I love how soft the hair is. So this is the hair stretched out. This is, you know, when I first received it. It looks kind of dry right now, but honestly, it is very soft. It is very, very soft. And I really don't have any complaints about it. This is all I have left out of the 3 bundles that I received. This is all I have. So pretty much all 3 bundles were used. But you guys, this hair is lightweight. It is soft. I mean, it's the best deep wave hair I've reviewed so far. I just love it. Your brush will glide through it like butter. I mean, to be honest, once it's wet and you run this brush through it, it will, you know, your curls will pop definitely. And it's not that much maintenance. I mean, of course, you know, you have to wear your bonnet at night. You have to wrap it up at night and, you know, spray it down with your water and conditioner mix. But it's not that hard, and it dries very fast. It air dries very fast. So you can literally spray it down, and then maybe 15 minutes later, you'll be good to walk out the door. Of course, you don't want to spray it down to where it's dripping wet, and then it'll take longer, but just enough to get those curls defined. And you'll be good to go. So if it's coming off a little bit dry, it's not really dry in person. I don't know why it's doing that on my camera, but it is very nice. I love the texture. And like I said, this is a sew-in in my head. We just turn around. And it is very full for 3 bundles. And like I said, I do have a 20-inch closure in. The closure is very nice. I did not bleach the lace. All I did was add some powder. And I just added some baby hairs along the front. I wanted it really versatile. That's why I wanted a frontal, but I can't really part it anywhere else. You know, maybe a little bit to the side, but I can't get that deep side part that I wanted. But that's fine. But I love the hair. I definitely recommend this hair. 2 thumbs up. You know, the packaging was really nice. It came very fast via DHL. About 3 to 4 days. I think it was 4 days. It came in this nice box here that you saw at the beginning. Alley Pearl, and it had some nice little surprises in there. You know, a hair tie, a pair of eyelashes, things like that. So there, you know, thumbs up for the presentation and the packaging, because normally the hair is just in a plastic bag. You know, so they really did good on this. And I mean, that's all I can say. It's great deep wave hair. Of course, I only had it in for a few days, but these few days have really impressed me as far as how soft the hair is and how you can literally run your fingers through it and it doesn't nap up that much in the nape of your neck. That really surprised me. The only thing I can say, like I said, the shedding was a little bit over the top when I was detangling it, and the closure had a little bit deeper wave pattern than the actual bundles. But that happens all the time. I mean, I don't get super mad about that. Just try to stretch them out as much as I can to match the wave, as long as it's not too much of a difference. But I love this hair. I love, 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 love this hair. It is very pretty. The ends of the closure does look a little dry. May have to put some moisturizer on that, a little bit of argan oil, and spritz it down with water again. But I always want to do like this. You always want to do like this when you're putting on your oil or your cream moisturizer, because that tends to help the ends curl back up. When you're sliding your fingers through like this, the curls will, bounce at the bottom, and that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, so, like I said, sorry I had to change the angle, you guys. But I absolutely love this hair. I definitely recommend it. Like I said, this is Alley Pearl. So I will leave all the information below in the description box. I'm trying to see if I missed anything. This was a sew-in. I used the tension method on the closure. So what the tension method is, I did use an elastic band, but I changed it a little bit because the elastic band normally gave me headaches. So what I did, I just cut the elastic band and put 2 pieces of the elastic band on the side of each side of my closure. So I sewed 1 piece here, sewed 1 piece here, and I stretched it back. And then I sewed the elastic actually on my braids. So that way it's not going on across the back of my neck, giving me that like neck headache that you know what I'm talking about. Instead, I just cut 2 pieces of elastic, sewed one end of the elastic to my closure, stretched that elastic back as far as I could to where the closure will not move, and this bad boy is not moving, and I don't have any glue, any gel, any glue, any tape, nothing. And this thing is not lifting, like it's not going anywhere because I stretched that elastic back, wrapped it around, crisscrossed it, and sewed that elastic in that stretched state, sewed it on the braids, and this bad boy is not moving. So that's just another tip that I can give you to prevent your closures and frontals from sliding back. Of course, you need to sew, little pieces of little knots in the middle of the closure to really keep it from sliding back over time, because the elastic does stretch out eventually. So you may get some sliding after a few weeks, but I would definitely tack the closure down within the closure. You know what I mean? Tying it, sewing it within the closure in areas that you won't think you will have a part anyway. Sew it down on your braid so it won't move. But yeah, I mean, my nightly routine is just covering my hair up with a bonnet, actually splitting it into 2, making one big twist, putting a bonnet over it, and waking up, spritzing it down with conditioner and water, and letting it dry, and walking out the door. So I definitely recommend this hair. Like I said, I will leave the links below, and that's it. I love this hair. Best deep wave hair so far. Absolutely love it. So definitely check out the hair. Check out Alley Pearl on AliExpress. And once again, thanks so much for watching, you guys, and see you later. Definitely rate, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos, okay? Thanks. Bye.